What's going on, guys? A few of you watching this video may have also seen a recent video that I posted where I show you how I like to straighten my warped or twisted blades after heat treat. And if you watched that video, you might have noticed that at one point in that video I expressly warned against trying to straighten or bend a cold blade, say for instance in a clamp or a vise. And the reason that I warned against doing such a thing is that cold blades are still very much brittle, even after they've been tempered to a degree, and they will likely break on you. However, in my tired and impatient state tonight, I decided to throw caution to the wind, ignore my own advice, and tried to bend a blade while it was still cold. And this is how it ended up. And this isn't exactly a cheap piece of steel, and it had no insignificant amount of work and effort put into it. Up to this point, I already have a decent amount of money invested just in the steel alone. This was a 2-tool steel, which is a little more expensive than, say, $10.95. I had all the time and effort of profiling the steel, then of course the effort and expense of heat treating and doing 2 full temper cycles. So several dollars, several hours, and quite a bit of effort later. This unfortunately will be all I have to show for it. So please learn from my mistakes, learn from my experience here, heed my advice, and please do not try to bend a cold blade. Even though this had just a very slight bend in it, just took a very little bit of pressure in the right spot to break this in a vise. And I can assure you the blade was not cracked before this happened. You can actually see the imprint of the bolt that I was using as a shim in my vise, where it broke just past the bolt at that highest point of stress. But if anything, just another little tidbit here. You may be able to see why A2 tool steel is such a highly sought after and appreciated steel, just by seeing how fine that grain and that break is. As you can see, there's absolutely no jagged edge there, no large grains, so it's very fine, very uniform. So if anything, I could see that the heat treat was successful, though it did bend a little bit more than I wanted it to, and then I bended it a little bit more, or bent it a little bit more than I wanted it to. So not much I can do with it now. Maybe nail it to the wall as a reminder not to do this again. Maybe I could notch this and have a new push stick for grinding. Maybe I can make a folder blade if I get a carbide drill bit. Maybe a small Kiradashi, or just sharpen a portion of this for testing. Not really much else I could probably do with it other than that. And this is actually the first blade I've ever broken, though it is not the first blade that I've messed up or destroyed after heat treat. I believe I've shown you guys a couple of those past mistakes or unfortunate events. And this probably won't be the last blade that breaks on me, either during or after heat treat. But I can assure you it will be the last blade that I break trying to bend coal in a vise. So there it is, guys. Figured I'd go ahead and make a quick video for you and show you some of my failures along with hopefully my many more successes. And speaking of success, I will say that not every A2 tool steel blade was a complete and utter failure. This one came out just fine, just as straight as it went in, and it is now fully hardened and tempered. Again, I did 2 full 2-hour temper cycles, 500 degrees, so we should have an upper 50s, low 60s Rockwell on that. And this is also sometimes the reason that I make 2 knives instead of just one. I do have one that did come out straight, or straight enough that I can grind any imperfection out. So I do have 2 successfully heat-treated blades, and then I got 2 unsuccessfully heat-treated blades. So hope you enjoy this little video, guys. Just remember, accidents happen, mistakes happen, and sometimes there's not much else you can do about it but laugh. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you.